This is a video for Summer School Algebra 1, Unit 1, Lesson 2, Multiplying Binomials. This is the practice. I'm only going to do numbers 1, 6, and 10 on this video from the practice. If you have other questions on your answers or how to get an answer, please look at the answer key located on Canvas or come into office hours and speak with your instructor. For number 1, when I'm multiplying binomials, we need to remember that we take every term in the first set of parentheses and multiply it by every term in the right set of parentheses. So I'm going to take 3n times 1n. I multiply their coefficients together. I'm going to multiply 3 times 1, which is 3, and n times n is n squared. Then I take 3n times 3. Well, 3 times 3 is 9, and then n. I've multiplied the 3n times everything in the right set of parentheses. Now I do the same with the 2. 2 times 1n is plus 2n, and 2 times 3 is 6. Now that I've multiplied and I've accomplished my goal of eliminating the parentheses, I need to combine like terms. All right, so the 3n squared does not have a like term, so I go ahead and write that down. 9n plus 2n are like terms, and those add to 11n. And finally, the plus 6 does not have a like term. So that is the final expression there, 3n squared plus 11n plus 6. Okay. Moving on to number 6. Number 6, I'm going to start in the same way. I'm going to take the 3p times both terms in the right-hand parenthesis. 3p times 1p is 3p squared. Then 3p times negative 1 is negative 3p. A positive times a negative is a negative. All right, now I have negative 3 times p. Well, negative 3 times 1 is negative 3p. And negative 3 times negative 1 is positive 3. Lots of 3's in this example. So when I collect like terms, the 3p squared does not have another like term, so that stays exactly the same. Here is where you need to be careful though. 3p minus 3p. It's not 0. Starting at negative 3, and I'm going to get smaller by negative 3. When I subtract those, I actually end up at negative 6p, then plus 3. Please be careful when you're working, especially with negatives. If you need to, double check your work in your calculator. Finally, the last problem I'm going to do with you on the note practice here is number 10. I'm going to start by multiplying 2x times 3x. I multiply the coefficients 2 and 3 and get 6x squared. Now I'm going to multiply 2x times 3. 2x times 3 is plus 6x. Then I'm going to take the negative 3 times 3x, and I multiply negative 3 times 3, I get negative 9x. And negative 3 times positive 3 is just minus 9. To simplify these, I bring down the 6x squared because it does not have a like term to combine with. Then I look at positive 6x minus 9x. 6 minus 9 is negative 3x. And finally, the minus 9 comes down because it does not have a like term to combine with it either. All right, as I said at the beginning of the video, if you have questions and are concerned how to do any problems other than 1, 6, and 10, look at the answer key posted on Canvas or check in with your instructor.